Nio has hit our price target of $6. Congrats to anybody who has stuck around. Been watching the videos because that was our main price target on the channel, $6, and it has hit that in a very clean fashion. Breaking out of that pennant that we had marked up, 3 candles of price action trying to solidify that break, and then boom, 2 explosive days to the upside, topping around that 658 and then closing at that 634. So we did get the breakout. Now we are analyzing today if we should be expecting to hit the high of 770, that being the past descending triangle pattern that we got into, leading to the breakout of this long-term descending triangle, which started this breakout level, got a little bit held up within this pennant, but now we are continuing our breakout. So very good signs here. All right, guys, on the weekly time frame, the main thing we were looking at are these descending triangle patterns, right? One being created right here, leading us to around 100% move to the upside, that 770 being the top, bringing us down within another descending triangle formation, and then we kind of create another triangle-like formation within that longer-term one, which we broke out of that, then broke out of the long-term one on the second day after that first breakout. And then we see continuation to the upside. We kind of find a little bit of stubborn resistance around that $520 level, where we form a bit of a pennant, but it's a textbook flag and pole-like motion, breaking out, and now we have reached the price target of $6 on the channel. So we're looking very clear to that 770. I mean, there's not a lot holding us up. You see that $6 level was a pretty harsh resistance, right? Trying to get above it here multiple weeks in a row, flush to the floor, and then this first descending triangle, that being the top right there. But once you get that break all the way to 770, we breeze right by that. And now that level during that breakout didn't really hold us up, right? Closing at 634. So as long as we can remain above that $6 level, we're looking very nice for a continuation back up to that 770, seeing if we can break that. Lots of bullish momentum seeking into Nio at the moment. All right, guys, back on the daily time frame. This is where we saw that initial break, right? Price is pretty volatile throughout this entire long-term descending triangle. And then forming this smaller triangle within that one, guys, we get very, very tight. Price gets extremely tight given the past price action. And then we break out of that very nice green wide bar, shifting momentum, breaking out of a resistance level. And then we continue that break, breaking out of that long-term resistance level stemmed at 770. Little bit of chop, but we continue our motion to 520. It's where we get a textbook kind of pennant-like structure. Try to break it prematurely here, cannot come back down. Sellers try to get their move to the downside, but followed up with that is a very nice green wide bar, showing that the buyers are really in that control here, guys, yanking the stock back to the ceiling of that pennant. And just overall, a very, very nice reaction from sellers trying to yank the stock down and under this pennant. Followed up with that, a little bit of indecision, but we do break through that pennant. Gap up and continuation, breaking through that 520 as well as that 540. And then a second gap up, guys, breaking us through that $6 level, closing at 634. So both price targets were hit, the short-term price target being that 540, and that medium-term price target being that $6 level. I mean, this is great price action, guys. Did I think that we were going to hit 6 this fast? Not exactly. Beating our expectations even faster than we anticipated. So $6 gets hit, guys. The next point you'd really want to be looking at is that this level holds as support. With the overall market having a bit of bullish momentum after Powell spoke, right? A lot of things going up, guys. We could just be continuing this extremely volatile movement to the upside. But in the event we see a bit of seller pressure here, guys, watch for that $6 level to hold up as support. As long as we're trending above this level, it's looking very bullish here, guys, to that 770, right? This was the harsh level to get over. 770 being our next price target on the channel, that being the top of that past descending triangle. And if we do breeze past that 770, guys, in the event that we have a very, very volatile move to the upside, or just even just continuation over time, have our next price target around that $950 level, that being the harsher resistance level. But I think if we have momentum on our side, we will breeze through that, testing that psychological $10 level. And look on the monthly real quick, guys. We see how volatile Nio can be, and stock is just very beat up over time. So this is definitely the bullish momentum that we need for the stock. I think that if we can continue in this type of fashion, we could be seeing a very big move to the upside. So it's just about hitting these price targets, right? We have a lot of good bullish momentum. If we break 770, we have even better bullish momentum on our side. Always a possibility we get in another type of chop zone like we saw right here, guys. Completely normal price action before moving to the upside. Although I do think we continue this breakout. I mean, unless the overall market's pulling back, I think that the overall market has some nice bullish momentum to it right now, and so does Nio. Nio is one of the biggest runners in the stock market currently in a breakout motion. All right, guys, on the hourly, we see that breakout of that pennant. So like we saw on the daily, a little bit of indecisive price action after breaking that. Big move up, smaller pullback, gap up, big move up. Stock doing exactly what we wanted it to do. Textbook flag and pull, right? We get that move to 520. Price bounces around between 520 and 446. And we get that break, right? Somebody has to win here, right? Price is tightening up within this pennant. Buyers get that break and continuation to our price target. So looking really good. Like I said, guys, watch that 6-2 hold up if sellers do try to bring us down. As long as we are above this general $6 level, guys, looking very good here, right? I think that we look great to the upside, hitting our next price target of 770. So I got for you guys for Nio, quite self-explanatory. Happy to see that the stock is doing what we think it will. A few things could happen. We could be riding off this momentum, continuing to the upside in a very volatile manner. And keep in mind, there's not a ton holding us back past that 770. No notable resistance level. So we definitely could be continuing our move to the upside. In the event that we do see a pullback, watch for that level to hold, as long as we're trending above that $6 level, we are looking very bullish here. That's all I got for you guys. Let me know your price predictions in the comments below, both short and long term. And as always, trade smart. I'll see you all on the next one.